Howdy, folks. Welcome back to SnowRunner. We're on my custom scenario, pretty much picking up where we left off. I got one piece of equipment. I moved one piece of equipment to where I needed. It was just on the other side of the river from the um, lumber yard. I just brought it over here, saved time on the recording, and then I took some time to figure out what I'm going to do with this recording. So let's get into that. I'm going to do the Build Edge Summer Residence with 8 lumber. 2 go there, 2 go there, and the other 4 go down here. Then I'm going to get into the trailer warehouse, which also requires wooden planks. So I'm going to load 10 wooden planks instead of 8. And then guess where you pick up the cement? Right there. Summer Residence delivers here. You pick up the concrete for trailer warehouse right there and take it across the river. I will already have the wooden planks on the trailer, so just pick up the cement and zoom over there. And then I think I'm going to jump into, given I have time left, I'm going to jump into a different truck and try to knock out reinforced concrete bridge number 1, but it's quite a bit of driving. And then do reinforced concrete bridge number 2. So let's get back to summer residence, start tracking, and load the lumber. Spend enough time talking about it. I gotta move this a little bit. I put the move the truck over here, grabbed a trailer from the Dev Tools menu, but having the trailer in the loading zone doesn't do shit. So let's fire it up, get some headlights, and see if we can not move this trailer somewhere. I think I put too much. I'm gonna have to go back on some of that. There we go. I had it pointing at the house and the pole. I don't want it there. I want it to go right around this corner till I got a nice jackknife on it, and then we'll load it. Yes, that's what I meant to say. What did that? Oh, I think it was saying new trailer discovered or something. I didn't even notice it. Something popped up on the screen, but I was concentrating on driving. Here we can see both the truck and the trailer. There we go. Ain't that a thing? Instant 10 spots. You know what? I could put a 10 spot or even 11 spot behind this and have either end up with either 12 or 13 spots of cargo. So anyways, enough talking. Deliver. Wanna stay here on this angle till I make sure, yeah, no problem. Make sure I clear that corner and hang on now. Don't be so anxious to run off, truck. Let's see. We're gonna do some off-roading on this one. Well, maybe not. I was thinking just cut across, but I can actually stay on the road and use the road system. So I would want to go this way. You know what? with that thing going back there, it reminded me I was going to say fuck the waypoints and just go. So let's go. I talked about that in the last video, how sometimes the waypoints are more work than they're worth. There we go. Sometimes I set the brake to avoid overrunning the turn because this thing will push. Do you know what push is? It's a racing term. Well, it's not strictly a racing term because um, things like a dump truck. Yeah, I thought that was my turn, but I was looking at all the poles everywhere and shit. So I just went long and backed up. There's a phrase that's pretty common. Pushing like a dump truck. Well, the reason they say that, or the term push, is when you don't have enough traction. Picture a dump truck with two axles on the rear and one on the front. Now, if you're loaded heavy on the rear axles, that takes weight off the steer axle, or might put a little weight on the steer axle, but not enough to compensate for the drive axles being very heavy and therefore having a lot of traction. So the drive axles basically take over and make the truck steer straight forward, even if you don't want it to. You try to turn the steering wheel and there isn't enough weight on the steer axles or steer axle to give you traction in the corner. Is this a job that I never... Is this a job that I never got? Let's take a look. I am here, and old age is not a joy is also here, and it needs... No, that's my trailer, duh. Maybe I can't get on that job. Old age is not a joy. It does not tell me what the job is, so I gotta think that I never accepted it. We'll jump in this game truck to give us the task. It is. Why wouldn't tell me what it is if I have it? Oh well, let's back this thing up again. I don't know why this is sitting here. The dev may have wanted us to have some repair points available when, you know, you might have to go a long ways to repair your truck. I don't know, but we've wasted enough time on that. Come on. Work. Started to work. Oh, I'm too far away. Okay. Map. Map to the rescue. All right, let's get our lumber delivered. That job is in the list. Old age is not a joy. Was already in the list. It just wasn't telling me. Let's go for here and here. We won't know what that looks like until we get up there. As far as getting in and out, there's the gas station. Or no, that's the lumber yard. Different lumber. Maybe that's just loading logs. Okay. This thing's playing games with me. Ah. I should have went straight off instead of around the corner. Well, you know that place I said looks like a lumber yard? That's our delivery. And we're gonna, if I can get this thing around the corner without hitting any poles, I can back her right in there. Let's get a little angle on it before I even start out, and then straighten out. Whoops. Oh, don't hit the pole. This damn button, you know, the little stick on an Xbox 360 controller, it has a spring under the little joystick. You push the joystick straight down. And it honks the horn. That's what I was trying to say. But I was thinking about what to do about this other delivery, so that'll work. Don't need that. Need this. Let's go. Look, we framed a couple of houses. I was talking about pushing until I got into the joystick honking the horn. That spring that you would depress the joystick to honk the horn. The spring is very soft. So it's very easy to put too much pressure on it. Let's see, let's go around, of course. And then we'll make the two lefts and a right and left down here. Left, right, around the loop. We gotta get a truck that can get up to Fallen Tower without any trouble, or with little trouble. Taking the big trailer up there isn't gonna work. Right, right. By the time I get down here, I'll be able to see that. All right, and this will get me back to the road. Okay, now, I was talking about what pushing is. I got as far as too much weight on the drive axles takes away the ability of the steer axles to actually do what they're supposed to do. You try to go into a corner just like a NASCAR race car going around the track. You try to go into, say, a left-hand corner, and it doesn't do that. It just keeps going straight, or right-hand corner. It doesn't matter. You try to steer the vehicle one way or the other, it keeps going straight because the way the truck is loaded, the rear tires have more grip than the steers, and the front tires, the steer tires will just skid through the corner with the drive tires just pushing the dump truck straight forward. In NASCAR, you'll see when they're talking about they have too much push, well, if they go into a corner too fast and they don't have enough traction on their steer tires, when they try to, in NASCAR, when they try to turn left, they're gonna just go straight right into the wall. That's why they crash. They have too much push. And they often use a term like, uh, they'll say, push, it's pushing like a dump truck, because that's common for a dump truck to do that, to have too much traction on the rear, and then they have a hard time steering. When I drove truck, I had to make sure I had something in the neighborhood of 30,000, or well, 22,000 pounds on the steers, and then 35 and 35 on the drive axles and the trailer axles. Now I wanted to end up as close to 80,000 pounds as I could. Let me get the Pepsi out of the way. There we go. My water ran out, so I switched to Pepsi. Wanted to get as close to 80,000 pounds as I could without having anything overweight. The formula was 35 on the trailer, 35 on the drives, and then 10,000 on the steer to make up the whole 80,000. So the weight on the steers would vary. I forgot about this bullshit. I'm going to back up and go like this. I didn't realize I was on that road. I go, this looks like a pretty level spot to get off the road. But I'm on one of those trees, or I'm near it. You don't even have to touch it. I forget what they call it, but in the file system it's called like an occlusion zone or something like that. I don't remember, but if you get within a couple feet of it, you're already within its area of influence. So anyways, So pushing on a semi would be if you put too much weight on the drives, you didn't put enough on the steers. And that often happens. You when you're at the shipper, you have to make a judgment call based on experience where you set your fifth wheel and your trailer axles. Fifth wheel will slide. There's two things that put weight on the drives. Setting your trailer axle too far back will transfer weight to the drives. Or if the trailer is loaded heavy in the nose, that's the front of the trailer, you will put too much weight on the drives and probably on the steers too. So it's a tricky combination of setting your fifth wheel in the correct place and setting your trailer axles in the right place. That's why fifth wheels slide forward and back. Trailer wasn't exactly on the bridge, but part of it was. Let me go like this and come back down. Yep, there's that horn again. Come back down to the road before I go over that boulder. There, that gets the trailer around the corner. If you're heavy in the nose, you want to move the fifth wheel further back. That will take, well, you have to do this on a scale. Let me start with that. You have to pull into a truck stop or whatever that has a cat scale. Why is old age not a joy on the track? I suppose because I accepted it. This is taking too long. So you pull onto a cat scale, a truck scale. Cat is just a popular brand of scale that truck stops buy. And they're even certified with the DOT. So the DOT will accept what the scale says as I'm thinking of law, but a legal document. There we go. I'll accept that as a legal document, a legal weight. Yay, we finally got this done. 25 minutes in. Now let's back out of here and go around to the concrete. So I want to back the trailer that way and go ahead. First, I gotta be straight. So I gotta get back under the trailer. Okay. Now we need to go that way. And I'm hitting telephone poles. You know what? There's a gate straight across. Got it. First try. Clear the pole. Well, no. I'm hitting the gate too hard. I'm going to have to bust down the fence to go forward and then jackknife it to get around the pole. And it continues to roll after I put the brake on. All right, here we go. Yep, it's right in there. I gotta go. Is there? No, it's the way to go through right there between the houses? Or is it all concrete wall? Oh, it shows that there's a driveway there. If I get around the corner and there isn't, then I'm kind of screwed, but not really. So I could back up this road, come across the field here, skirt the edge of the pond, and the pole would still be in the way. Dang poles, you know what I mean? I could try to back it in, but there's no room for that. Well, maybe, but looks difficult for such a long trailer. So I'm gonna try. There really isn't enough room anywhere for a trailer this long in here. But I can't just switch to a shorter trailer because I've got a load on this. Well, I could put that load. I could crane that load into the truck. This ain't working. Need a wider swing. I was saying I could crane that load, those last two wooden beams into the truck. If I could decide how the stuff got unloaded, I would have left the two metal beams in the two wooden beams, the two logs. I would have left them in the basket there and emptied the trailer. Then I could have used the DevTools menu to get rid of the trailer, and I wouldn't have to worry about all those wide corners. I could put the wrong job is, what am I doing? I want to escape that. Wrong job is on the screen. I want trailer warehouse. I could have swapped that 8 spot for a 4 spot. It's half as long. But I got the right tracking on. So let's come back down here. and do cargo management. There's 3 cement and 2 lumber. Now this would be a load that's pretty even, because the lumber is going to weigh less than the concrete. So you're going to carry most of the weight on the trailer axles with this load, which is very easy. All you do is slide your trailer axles forward or back a little bit. You don't even have to touch the fifth wheel. I don't know, I gotta get it out of here and go up there and go up there and turn right and so on and so forth. Wish I was already straight. I'll pull back in straight. I'll pull back in into this corner. Then see, I've already got the trailer pointed the right way. All I have to do is not oversteer until I get out here, and then that frickin' trailer is in the way. Let's go back and start over. Not keep it tight to this corner, and then bring it around, stop. If this truck wasn't so long, it'd be easier to finish the turn. So I could get back under the trailer quickly if this had a shorter wheelbase. But we're going to town now. We're gonna go over these gates, because you're not supposed to be able to go over these gates, I guess, but this truck will do it. I don't know who would raise the gate arms for you. I guess you're meant to use only. You're supposed to use this entry and then come out the other side. I don't know. Go in and out through the same entry in order to not go over the gates. But fuck that. We're loaded. Let's go. Have some more Pepsi. Diet Pepsi. Ah, this is just mud. There might be some obstruction you gotta fix, and then the gates are up. I don't know. I just know I have shit on the truck that I need to deliver. Yeah, and that is appropriate to turn here. Gonna drag the trailer over those rocks. Let's get her back on the road without dumping everything. Oh, come on. It drug around the boulders a little bit, but that won't hurt anything. They say rubbing is racing. And I'm in a race. I'm in a race with the clock. During the break, I moved this Kras Chabors off the bridge because I knew it would be in my way. I just drove it off the bridge and left it in the corner there. There she is. Maybe I'll cut this episode off with the delivery to the delivery of this stuff, and we're gonna build a trailer warehouse, and then I'll start the bridges on the following episode. Of course, I can only upload 2 at a time. I can upload 2 videos at a time. It just takes longer than 1 video. But if I split them, then I would have 3 videos, and 3 videos would just clog up my bandwidth so bad that it did nothing. Meaning you wouldn't get that 3rd video until, what is this, Thursday? So you wouldn't get that 3rd video till Saturday. And you'd get what I'm doing now on Friday. Sometime Friday, I don't know. That first one is an hour and 8 minutes or something. So that's already going to take a little longer to upload. I need to move those 3 metal rolls. But I got around the corner. Hit the gate a little bit with the ass end of the trailer. That's fair play. What counts is you got through the gate. Well, let's move this a little bit so we can see all the trailer. All right, 3 and 2 and cutscene. Yay! Rank 8. Dispatcher, great job. The trailer shop is now available for you. Yee-haw! That's what they say, right? Let's start into bridge number 1. See if we can get one of the 2 knocked out at least. So we're going to shut this off right here. Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to shut it off right there. I'm going to move the camera so I can see what it's doing, and I'm going to back it up along that other dock. I don't want it in the loading zone for this place, or in this. Don't want to leave it sitting in the way where you would buy trailers. That's what I was trying to get out, but I'll bring it back this way. See, I got it. Swung it one way to get it closer over to the dock and then swing it back to get back under it. Now, I think it was episode 2 or 3. I was took time to talk about a new mod. And the last time you saw the dramas, Kenny's hillbilly cousin, it had a tank on it. Well, I put it back in the garage and reconfigured it with a high saddle and a crane. I figured doing the trailer store thing and then jumping to the dramas, we could go buy a trailer instead of just just making one appear out of thin air. Now, everything for this is at one spot, and I can haul it on an 8 spot. So we'll give the dramas an 8 spot. And I already looked, an 8 spot low saddle does not exist. So we need the high, which I put on it, and we'll go grab a trailer. Yeah, I should put the other one in the garage. This, I brought out a Kraz Chabor, not a Kraz. God, I'm stupid. I brought out a regular Kenny 10 by 10 to compare it to the other Kenny that's called a Dramas for PC. If you're on console, it's still called a Kenny. On PC, it's called the Dramas. So while my clock is running out, screw it. I tried changing, it wouldn't do it. I can't use the. I don't. Basically, I just don't feel like playing with the bugs that won't let me use the mouse when I need it. So screw it. I'll get past that truck one way or the other. I'm gonna give a lot of room behind me so I can get an 8 spot. Six, 4, 5, 6. You know, it'd be quicker to use the DevTools menu because the 8 spot is only down a little bit. The 10 spot, it starts out with the 10 spot and the 11 spot, then it goes into some 6s and then the 8. 5, 6, 4, 2, 6, 2, 4, 5, 4. That's the B double. You gotta use the GGMS saddle for that. GGMS curtain side. It doesn't say how many spots that'll haul, but I bet it's only 6, and it's a pull behind. I'm saying I bet it's only 6 because no 8 spot exists. There is an 8 spot pull behind, but it's a GGMS I think. 5, 2, 6, 6, 2, 2. Come on. Wasn't working for a second. 6, 6. These trailers, you guys have never seen these. I've never seen them in the game. These are proprietary to the Dramus/Kenny. That's the only truck that'll pull those dump trailers. And there is a function in the menu to actually make them dump. But I don't know where you're dumping because you can't load them with anything but the normal freight that's in the game. Which is going to auto load, auto unload. Cargo semi-trailer. That's probably only a 6. Well, it says a 4. 8 slot wide. Put that sucker on and go. I'm not even gonna get down to where the bridge is before I run out of time. We can get up there to where it loads. I'm just gonna slip right between them, cut it back hard, and then cut it the other way to take the gate while the trailer goes around the pole. Yay! The trailer's not even gonna hit. Now this loads there and offloads here. So I gotta make that right. I gotta cut across here. Turn here, but go right. Damn tremors in my hands. Go through and up. And then it's just a matter of getting in and out of here. Got to go in and out with the gate up north there. I've never driven this more than around the yard at the garage. Has a real nice sound to it. Steers good. Handles good so far. Wanted to slow down for a second until the next dot appears. I want to double check this. Yeah. Go truck, go. Slow to react to my what I'm doing with the joystick. I know I could say it better, but wow. 156 going across that log bridge, besides all the little ones. Yeah, it's definitely slow to react to my inputs, my steering and throttle inputs. axle arrangement is just a tiny bit different than damn black banner. Gotta follow this around. The waypoint is saying straight across because it just does that. It doesn't follow the road unless you make it follow the road. If you just put a line straight across, that's what it does. So anyway, steer axle on this are spread where they're close together on the Kenny, the Kenny 10x10. Steering's a little slow to react. Maybe I could turn the sensitivity up on the controller when everything is kind of slow to react. But we'll get her done the way it is. We're just about 52 minutes and we're not there yet. I'm gonna go on this side of the pole because I can. Keep bringing it around and then make a wide left and clip the guardrail a little. There we go. We cleared the K-rails with the trailer axles. I was thinking maybe we could open it up a little here and see what kind of top end it'll do, but only got to third gear before we were in the mud. Actually, I think it was second gear when we hit the mud, and then it switched to third, but just because the tires were able to spin more freely. So the truck interprets that as, hey, we can grab another gear because we're going faster. It is all-time all-wheel drive and all-time diff lock, full-time. See if we can use the grass over here for a bit. This truck is capable of having tall snorkels that go clear up to the top of the cab. I put the normal breather air cleaners on it because I didn't feel that it needed the tall ones. Same with the other Kennys that I drive. They have the same air cans on them. Canisters. Let's take a peek. Well, there is a gate on the side here, and there's the gate that goes out to the north. if we snaked through there and backed up, we'd be set to go out. I need to go forward more. Now, put a little turn on it. Go the right way and don't go too far. There we go. Now it's going to go around the corner. I can't straighten out just yet, but now I can as long as I go the right way to straighten out. Accidentally pushed the button the wrong way. See, I can't straighten it out fast enough. I can't get back under it fast enough for it to not jackknife. Dang it. Moved the mouse. I got it right in the right place, and then when I took my hand away, it moved. Hold on. Oops, brake was on. Where's the gate? Ah, damn it. There's supposed to be a gate to the north. I didn't see it. Come on, camera. There is not a gate to the north. The openings between those buildings are blocked, so this is the only gate. Alright, I can deal with that. If I try to go forward into there, there's not going to be enough. It's not going to let me go forward far enough. If I try to go between the buildings to back the trailer in, it's not going to let me go forward far enough to get back under the trailer. Nothing's gonna let me clear that pole unless I just do something like this. I could have backed in from that side street, and that's probably what I would do if I was doing this for real. I'd probably go around make a wide right onto that side street and then back all the way in here from the gate. But since this is a video game, I'm going to use the ability to make a very tight jackknife. And do this. Of course, I didn't get back under the trailer quick enough to not have to pull forward. But, a pull ahead's okay. You often have to do at least one pull ahead to get into a dock. Say the parallel lines right there would be the lines for that particular dock. So we got her right into the dock, almost perfect. If this were a dock we were backing into. So let's load a couple concrete slabs. Let's see. We need 2 metal beams. And we don't want manual loading. Then we need 2 concrete slabs. And there we are with 8 spots. And there we are with an hour 1 and 31 seconds. So I'm going to cut this off here. Next episode, we will get into delivering the build edge reinforced concrete. Going to fix a bridge. And after that, we're going to fix another bridge. We're going to do bridge number 2, which is 2 8-spot loads, double 8-spot loads. So we got to run this one down to the bridge and build that bridge. Then we got to go to a different place we might load here again, but the bridge is in a different spot and it needs 2 separate loads, 2 separate 8-spot loads. So that'll definitely be another episode, and thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, checking out my channel. The only reason I do this is for you guys. Otherwise, I would just sit here and play along for hours and not bother about how much I can do in an hour. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.